Megaworld. Svět očima Číny.
Berubah banget sih. Karena dunia teknologi sekarang ini bisa dibilang itu mematikan pekerjaan seseorang.
Boleh dibilang dalam peribahasa kata, dunia dalam genggaman melalui satu gadget.
Kita harus percaya diri dan berani menghadapi tantangan-tantangan kompetisi global. Harus berani.
Without ambition or without the strong will, we cannot achieve the dream that we want.
Kita harus yakin bahwa kita bisa menjadi salah satu negara terkuat di dunia.
China is pretty much top of the world in terms of technology adoption, and I do believe we should be able to eventually close the gap.
Bisa menjadi Indonesia yang menguasai ilmu pengetahuan dan teknologi kelas dunia.
And we are involved to a more efficient network based on the new technologies.
In next decade, what other country or what developed country have right now, Indonesia gonna have as well.
May is celebrating her 21st birthday with her university classmates. They come from different parts of Indonesia and plan to stay in Jakarta now that they've graduated.
I personally, I'm a city person. I love to watch the city lights, and as you can see, Jakarta is full of skyscraping buildings, and seeing the lights like this, it's so beautiful. I love it.
In 2022, almost 2 million Indonesians graduated from college. But there's one thing that troubles many of them.
Yeah, maybe the job, mainly the job, the opportunity to get a job.
Too much people.
Yeah, because there's too much people like fighting for a job. So the competitions to find a job, especially in Jakarta.
Yeah.
So would you guys like to, come to work for a tech firm?
Would you? Yeah. Because someone asked me, would you go there to job, to work? I will. Yeah, because of the salary is very good in salary. Mm-hmm.
Especially salaries.
Yeah. We're Gen Z, it's about salary. Yeah, job, we are working for salary.
One place where they may find their dream job opportunity is the coffee sector.
Top selling SKU is called Memory of My Ex-Girlfriend.
Kopi Kenangan is a rising grab-and-go coffee brand with more than 900 stores across Indonesia and Malaysia and over 5,000 employees.
That joke actually becomes a $1 billion joke.
Indonesians are among the world's biggest coffee lovers, but the country lacks its own global coffee brand.
If you go to London, if you go to America, you always see a cup of Java, a cup of Sumatra. Java coffee is very famous, but when people ask you, have you seen a coffee cafe concept from Indonesia? You have never actually seen one. But our ambition is to become a global coffee company representing high quality Indonesian coffee to the world.
I think the future is the technology. Technology can help to close the gap and make sure they reach more customers. With technology, I can amplify the reach and ensure that it's being followed through and executed.
However, on the path to establishing his coffee empire, Edward encountered a major challenge: finding enough talent. Click, pay, deliver. The Kopi Kenangan concept also needed solid support from an innovative tech team, especially with demand surging.
We actually did the research together with other unicorns in Indonesia. In China and India, there are millions of engineers graduating from universities every year. Indonesia is the fact that there is an undersupply of engineers.
To supplement his local team, Edward turned to a chief technology officer 5,000 kilometers away.
Monday you will get everything ready, at least for the company setup, right? And then for the data, metadata, UM.
我们团队分在2个国家，技术研发和测试主要是在中国，产品设计 BI 和 IT 设施在印尼。
Tell my CTO, right? Please download, Yum China app, Starbucks app, Luckin app, because those three are very, very good, right? I think it's such a waste if we don't take inspiration from them.
所以中国很多的那个事情，就是说过去发生的，印尼现在正在发生，因为他们其实很愿意，就是借鉴中国的经验，就是应该说我们自己很自豪，然后内部对于拥有一个中国团队这件事情，其实他们也是非常自豪的。就他们在很多场合上从来都不避讳说我们有一个中国团队，甚至跟很多人去那个讲我们有一个很好的中国团队。
Using the best experience of both countries, Edward is steadily expanding his local team. Indonesia currently ranks 5th in the world in terms of new startups. This success has its origins 10 years ago.
Right? So definitely, China is pretty much top of the world in terms of technology adoption. Last time I went to China, I believe that everything is digital. Pak Jokowi, our president, really put emphasis on putting fast internet to Indonesia, and I do believe that Indonesia is on the way there.
In 2013, only around 1 in 7 Indonesians had access to the internet. That same year, the Maritime Silk Road Initiative was unveiled to the world in Indonesia. Soon after new president Joko Widodo took office in 2014, Indonesia launched a massive infrastructure development project with China involved. A key part of President Widodo's project was building a high-speed railway. Another was developing the digital infrastructure.
Indonesia has thousands of islands. It makes it very difficult to develop the fixed network, and the 4G is really important here.
In launching the digital revolution, top of the agenda was creating a nationwide 4G network. Chinese tech firms became key partners in this process.
Now, we are a major contributor for the digital economy here. We cooperate with almost every operators here for the mobile network from the 2G era to the 5G era.
We are a mobile first company actually, because another data that is very interesting as well, internet desktop penetration is one of the lowest in the world, but then mobile penetration in Indonesia is more than 90%.
The spread of the 4G network has brought significant lifestyle changes across Indonesia's 13,000 islands.
Nama Hadi Sarwanto, pekerjaan sementara ini ya bantu-bantu kurir. Dengan adanya handphone ini ya mungkin sekitar 7 tahun ke sini lah ke belakang. Itu istilahnya masyarakat sangat antusias cara penggunaan handphone. Masyarakat nggak ke kota, belanja yang tadinya langsung ke sana, sekarang lebih banyak ke online itu.
Early each morning, a ferry from Jakarta carrying packages and passengers arrives at the small port on the island. Sarwanto comes to collect the packages which he will deliver, sometimes even using a boat to take them to the recipients on other scattered small islands.
Ya karena saya menjadi kurir karena kebutuhan yang pasti Mas, kebutuhan hidup. Karena menghidupi anak 4, yang 2 tadinya kuliah.
In delivering these packages, Sarwanto is contributing to an industry worth over $5 billion annually. More and more business models that have proved successful in China are being seen on the streets of Indonesia.
Nama saya Marcelo Ferdian, usia saya 28 tahun. Saya sudah berkeluarga, anak saya 3. Dari papa saya kecil, nenek saya kecil di sini. Sekitaran hampir ada 100 tahun lebih lah di sini. Keren aja udah. Di kota-kota lain nggak ada yang seperti Jakarta.
This is a city that runs on 2 wheels. The 33 million people living in Greater Jakarta own more than 17 million motorcycles. Amid the concrete jungle, beneath the neon lights, the soundtrack to Indonesia's rapid growth and prosperity is provided by the constant roll of engines and honking of horns. Marcel provides for his wife and 3 children by operating an ojek or motorcycle taxi.
Keluar pagi jam 6, sehari saya bisa menghabiskan waktu sampai 15 jam. 15 sampai 16 jam. Lebih pengennya sih saya sendiri jadi pemain sepak bola sih.
As a boy, Marcel dreamed of representing his country at football. But with 3 children, making ends meet outweighs his love of the game.
Dan di kemudian hari apapun yang terjadi untuk keluarga, saya akan bertanggung jawab untuk keluarga. Seperti itu. Kalau untuk penghasilan yang saya ingin targetin selama saya ngojek ini, saya sih punya target selama 1 minggu saya harus mendapatkan uang itu sekitaran 2 juta rupiah atau sekitaran 2.500.000. Jujur pribadi, saya juga sudah berkali-kali mencoba melamar ke pekerjaan, kesana kesini. Itu susah banget sih. Tuh.
Dear passengers, woman-only passenger car is available at the front car.
Marcel is a Gen Z Indonesian. Of its population of 274 million, the 4th largest in the world, over half are Gen Z and millennials. This youthful population is a boon for economic growth, but it could also be a cause of instability. By the end of 2023, Indonesia's first high-speed railway, the China-built Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway, is expected to go into operation. Its expanding infrastructure and huge young population, combined with good bilateral relations, are making Indonesia a favorite destination for Chinese internet giants and venture capital. From online ride-hailing and delivery to new retail, Indonesia is becoming a regional leader in the digital revolution. Marcel, when he registered as an online ride-hailing driver 5 years ago, earned twice the minimum wage in Jakarta. It's still not a lot, but it's enough to encourage him and his children to dream.
Saya bisa menghasilkan uang sehari itu kisaran 300 sampai 400 ribu seperti itu. Kalau untuk pendapatan ojek online, alhamdulillah saya lebih puas. Itu jadi pemain sepak bola sih, lebih dari saya seorang ayah, karena saya pengennya memang melihat generasi sepak bola ini bagus gitu. Saya pengennya anak laki-laki saya ini jadi pemain sepak bola sih, internasional lah.
Hi Evan. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Hi.
Yeah, very love my job. Yeah, have a chance to learn the new things like machine learning and also the AI.
Younger generation in Indonesia are becoming more tech savvy.
I just want to, maybe I want to build my own business, yeah.
Achieving a higher position in my current company.
Maybe in 10 years in Indonesia, all the technology has been adapted. Like all the car also replaced with the electric car.
Without ambition or without the strong will, we cannot achieve the dream that we want or the vision that we want.
Have so many young talent in here, and by the next decades, the young talent will be grown up. So I think a new start of era.
Okay, I think Indonesia have opportunity to competing with another country.
What other country or what developed country have right now, Indonesia gonna have as well.
From offices with their white-collar employees to the streets that are the workplace of couriers and ride-hailing drivers, Indonesia today is one of the world's fastest-growing economies. A vision of a shared future, from building a high-speed railway to developing the digital economy. Indonesia and China are forging ahead together along the new Silk Road.
The wonders of constructing a tall building not only comes from the technology itself, but from the people who are building them. It takes a lot of perseverance.
People see the potential of One Belt, One Road, and it is not just an infrastructure. I think there will be a lot of opportunities for human capital development.
Zaman sekarang, zaman semua serba boleh. Dan lelaki boleh, wanita pun boleh buat.
Lebih baik kita dengan hal pembangunan lah, khususnya macam kita orang asli ni memang kita nak pembangunan macam ekonomi, macam pendidikan.
We are in a globalized world. We should benefit from engaging with all countries.
Malaysia has a very high percentage of cross-border. Over 45% of e-commerce comes from cross-border, and a lot of this comes from China.
We plan to open more shops. We prove that Malaysia has a capacity, we have a market, we have a chance for growth.
At the end of the day, businesses, economy survive for the sake of people. The point of businesses, the point of economy is to make people's lives better.
We need to transcend beyond what has been achieved.
Love outdoor, go camping, go hiking, and all the adventurous activity. I want everyone to do that.
Born and raised in Malaysia, Hannes spent 8 years in Australia, working as an outdoor activity group leader. In 2015, he returned to Kuala Lumpur and launched his own camping equipment business.
This is from China. Actually, we got some other brand as well. We put it here because it's a new arrival and it's a hot item. In Malaysia, there's not so many outdoor shops. Actually, started this business online through the e-commerce.
What was once a small online retailer is now one of the most successful camping equipment businesses in Kuala Lumpur.
We plan to open more shops. We prove that Malaysia has a capacity. We have a market, we have a capacity, we have a chance for growth.
When a local community held its first festival of camping, Hannes provided sponsorship. At the event, he hosts an auction.
RM180 satu, RM180 dua, RM180 ada lagi ke tak? RM180 tiga. 14 150 akak bercermin mata. Sun.
His success of today is in sharp contrast with his struggles when he first started out and couldn't find reliable, affordable products.
Sourcing part is one thing. Before I get to know how to get the product from China, that's the hardest part.
Now he imports 90% of his camping products from China.
I didn't expect that, but it's a good. I did some exploration, ask people around, travel around, sourcing. I think I come to the right place and to find that China can manage to produce it.
Malaysia has been a key partner for China in the Belt and Road Initiative over the past decade. Cross-border e-commerce is a significant part of the economic cooperation. For Hannes, sourcing most of his goods from China via online platforms and cross-border logistics has brought enormous commercial benefits.
For me, the logistic, the transport is not a big issue because there's a lot of logistic companies that seems offer.
So I think that when it comes to manufacturing, especially of consumer products, China will continue to be very strong in this. And so sourcing or trading from China will continue to happen. So because of these two reasons, where the flow of goods from China out into Southeast Asia, it will continue.
Singaporean e-commerce professional Han Pei Yi is head of the China office of Ninja Van, one of Southeast Asia's leading logistics providers.
China has a very close connectivity with the Southeast Asian countries. Malaysia has a very high percentage of cross-border. Over 45% of e-commerce comes from cross-border, and a lot of this comes from China. Actually, globally, China contributes about 50% of global e-commerce transactions that happen.
For Ninja Van, China is a market that simply cannot be ignored. In 2019, the company opened its China office. Here, tens of thousands of parcels a day are collected, examined, and packed, ready to be delivered by plane or ship to customers across Southeast Asia.
我们的货量啊，我们的发展的一个速度，几乎是每年都以几倍的这样一个程度在增长。
Over the past 20 years, China's e-commerce industry has produced millions of experienced professionals like Jan. Many of them are now heading south.
What's happening is that the Chinese e-commerce industry is building very deep-seated knowledge and capabilities in e-commerce. We see a lot of transfer of this talent, of this knowledge of doing e-commerce that's happening from China to Southeast Asia. And I think that's very interesting.
基于自己对外部市场的一个判断，认为接下来的10年、20年，这个全球经济的一个热点是在东南亚地区。
When goods from China arrive in Malaysia, making sure that they reach customers like Hannes is the responsibility of the couriers. One of them is 48-year-old Sanya. Sanya is a redoubtable woman who has survived some tough times.
Masa saya dengan suami pun, suami problem dia tak bekerja. Semua saya yang tanggung. Jadi efek kat situlah. Jadi itu yang membuatkan saya minta cerai.
But divorce didn't make life better for Sania.
Daripada single mom ni, itulah saya cakap, single mom ni kena kuat untuk hidup, untuk sara hidup kita sendiri yang tanpa suami, untuk tolong kita. Banyak pengalaman sedih daripada saya. Saya pernah tidur dalam kereta, tak ada tempat tinggal.
Sania tried several jobs. Eventually, a friend told her that Ninja Van Malaysia was recruiting truck drivers. She went for an interview.
Masa interview tu, semua peserta ada 20 orang, I seorang perempuan. Punya shipper. Jadinya dekat situ rasa dalam hati confident tu macam down sikit, macam tak yakin kita dapat. Tapi balik rumah, I dapat satu call, Kak, akak diterima. Akak boleh masuk kerja tak? Sekian ni. Dia cakap, okey boleh.
Sania was the company's first female truck driver, and a new chapter in her life began. She fell in love again and is now happily married.
Memang mencabar untuk perempuan, tapi apabila bidang lelaki tu kita buat, kita yakin benda tu kita boleh buat. Zaman sekarang, zaman semua serba boleh. Dan lelaki boleh, wanita pun boleh buat. Nah, macam kawan-kawan kerja butik I dulu kan. Terus terang apabila jumpa sekarang, dia cakap gitu, I salute dengan you. Orang lain tak boleh buat, tapi you boleh buat.
Whether the neon lights enveloping a whole city or the lamps piercing the darkness in the village, they are a source of joy and hope. Tonight, when they dream, people here can look forward to an even brighter future promised by their country's development.